Hi, gatherers. Thanks for joining us. We are ill-prepared in this particular instant. I ran over. I ran over the first set. Surprise, surprise. We talked too much. We drank too much whiskey, and apparently some red wine tonight as well. We are in Bristol, Maine right now with some incredible gatherers on this yard. Shit, I am sorry, South Bristol. We wouldn't be caught dead in Bristol, let me tell you. South Bristol. It's like South Boston. I don't think it's like South Boston at all. We've had an incredible night so far. We're at a place called the Patio, and yeah, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should check it out at some point. But we're gonna play some music for you tonight. How about that for a plan? Let's do Ease It Down Right. It's Friday, isn't it? We got lucky. This was the show. I have to tell you, this was the show I was really worried about. Not because we're like on the wrong side of the tracks in South Bristol as opposed to Bristol. I was worried because we're getting, this is like, we are on the coast of Maine, but north of Portland, and it can get kind of nasty cold up here when it has a mind to. And we did not know, generally speaking, smart human beings don't schedule shows outside at this time of year because you just don't know what you're going to get. But we thought we would throw caution to the wind and just give it a try because, in 2020, it's either you figure out a way to make it happen outdoors or it doesn't happen when it comes to live music. And I'm so glad that we did. We got kind of lucky with the weather. It's a little bit nippy, but it's okay. Nothing these folks in this yard haven't seen before. But most importantly, there's a pretty awesome community of folks that are joining us in their amazing, sweet little pods that Mark and Kim have worked so hard to make safe for us all. So it's good to be here with you. Well, some people bowed into the sun like a peach. Others maintaining it's well out of reach. Some use the sunshine to sell lemonade. Me, I'd rather just hang out with you in the shade. Looking out on a dandelion sun. So get down till the last drop's done. You and me, ease it down right. You and me, ease it down right. You and me, ease it down right. Yeah. Well, some people, they stick to the road like it's king. Others stay home, don't know where to begin. Some use a map to track the progress they've made. Me, I'd rather just hang out with you in the shade. Looking out on a dandelion sun. So get down till the last drop's done. You and me, easy down, right? You and me, easy down, right? You and me, easy down, right? Yeah, yeah. Well, some people, they battle for fortune and fame. Others prefer being John Doe or Jane. Some do not care long as they're getting paid. Me, I'd rather just hang out with you in the shade. Looking out on a dandelion sun. So get down till the last drop's done. You and me, easy down, alright. You and me, easy down, right. You and me, easy down, right. Yeah, yeah. So you all may, and this is really cool out there, gatherers. I know for those of you first-timers joining us online, we are also here live with some good folks, some of whom are first-timers here in this backyard, which is pretty amazing. And for us, we love that. And so for all the first-timers, online and offline and analog, we this year did a fundraiser just a few weeks back, a 24-hour live stream. We host a festival every year called the Ramble. We couldn't host that festival this year. But that festival has a mission, and its mission is over time we hope to eradicate veteran homelessness here in New England. And we didn't know what we were going to do because we couldn't do the thing that we're supposed to be doing every year. But we knew that we needed to continue our story. We knew that we had a powerful community, and we knew that if we put our heads together, we could figure something out. So we came up with a really stupid idea: 24-hour nonstop live stream. The festival is usually called the Ramble. We called it our Ramble-thon. And it was one of the more incredible things I have ever gotten to be a part of as an artist. Our entire community came together, and together we were able to raise enough money to help 64 of our veteran heroes off the streets and into safe and dignified housing. It's an amazing thing. And not only did we have musicians join us from all over New England, donate their time and their talent, join us during our live stream and share their music and their art. But we had chefs join us because we had to eat during that time, right? So we sent out a little Ramble survival kit, and with ingredients. You could go to the store and get all your ingredients you would need. And at breakfast time, we had a chef from, for instance, New Haven, a guy named Jason Sobosinski, an amazing chef, and he came in. And he would show me how to cook breakfast in real time. We would cook breakfast together, and everybody following along could cook, right? But the highlight of the Ramble for many people occurred around the 11 a.m. hour when we were joined by local bartender, innkeeper, and real estate agent, my friend Bobby Weir, who came on to teach me how to make the perfect Bloody Mary. I'm not sure how yours tasted, Bobby. I don't know if mine was the perfect Bloody Mary, but it definitely got me through that hour for sure. And it was pretty fun. And I was talking to Bobby yesterday just about coming up and hanging with him and his wife Sherry. And he said, you know what you should do? You should do the Dana the Brave album. That's our favorite album. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get through as much of that album as possible, and it's actually one of my favorite albums too. So, for you first timers, this is actually we've been sharing some music for a little while. This evening, we're actually gonna delve into an album that we released, I believe, in 2012, and that last song was on it, and so is this one. It's called Drive. Says, what's your angle? You're bound to fall. You want my name. You want it all. And long the cactus clear, I will try. Crush it to oblivion, but I'll be alive. How will I die? For a moment in the spindrift, I will give it all away to be swallowed by the ocean. A lifetime in a day. Drive up there, I don't care. Drive up there, I don't care. Hey, 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 hey. Divorce is the addiction that scars your mind. It's a perfection you'll never find. But that won't hold me back. We'll try. I may bleed in color, but if I do, I will blaze through this against I'll survive. And it cuts me with the memories of all I leave behind. But the living is the journey, and the journey is the find. Drive up there, I don't care. Drive up there, I don't care. And this voice in my head, it's screaming. It says don't throw it all away. But I've spent my lifetime dreaming, and then it's time to put the pedal down. Time to put the pedal down. Hey, 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 hey. I will try. Drive up there. Let's do what I got. As many of you may know, doing 200 something shows in a row, it poses some challenges as an artist, right? Because for those of you seeing us for the first time or seeing us live tonight in this backyard, right? It's cool to see a band live if you know their music, or you don't know their music. It's an experience. You get to experience something. But when you are in your home and you were looking on the same screen and we are staring at the same camera for 200 nights in a row, right? Like, shit, you can't just play the same 20 songs every single night, right? And so and it has been, as an artist, right, like such a healthy year of challenging and pushing myself to dig into old songs that I've never shared before, or new songs that I never felt like were ready to share. And during these nights when we as a band get together, it's a great opportunity for us to push ourselves in different ways. Last week, the last 2 weeks, we did 11 shows in a row with no repeats. And we completely exhausted our repertoire and ourselves. So there was actually a song on this album that we'd never tried to play before as a band. And we got here and we sound checked, and we decided that we were gonna give it a try. So we're gonna try this song together for the very first time. I hope you all are okay with that. I like that guy over there, wherever you are. It's really dark. All we see are these lights that are shining on us right now. So you guys are all like in ghostly, but that guy right there, that guy. So this is called What I Got, and this will be our first time trying it. Oh no, and I have it on the wrong key already. It's in C, right? Okay. Good. Living with what I got. You know I don't have a lot. I can't feel good on the inside when I don't feel right on the outside. Man, I don't feel good on the inside when I don't do right on the out. That's better. When they call my name, I will be ready to give it a shot. 'Cause I'm lucky to have what I got. I'm lucky to have what I got. Thank you. I'm keeping on day to day. I think I might find a way. 'Cause I can't stumble into a good thing when I'm standing still in the dark. When they call 'cause I'm lucky to have what I got. Yes, I'm lucky to have what I got. The voices of the fallen say I might as well be dead, but I just keep on living it out instead. Cause I'm lucky to have what I got. Yes, I'm lucky to have what I got. Yes, I'm lucky to have what I got. I'm thinking on getting by. I'll give it another try. 'Cause I can't find luck in a doorway when I sulking back of the room. When they call my name, I will be ready to give it a shot. 'Cause I'm lucky to have what I got. Yes, I'm lucky to have what I got. Yes, I'm lucky to have what I got. I made way more mistakes than any of they did. Any of them? Any of they? Damn it. So I want to, and for you gatherers at home, you've heard me talk a lot about this from night to night, but this is a really cool example. I want to bring you around to the third verse of that song. Okay, there was a really cool thing that happened. There's a normal verse form that I wrote as a, like, right? I wrote on the guitar, right? And the verse sounds like this. Da ba da 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 da. Right? You remember that. Da ba da 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 da. So at the end, there's a last verse, and it's a little bit broken down. It's a little soft, right? And when I bring a song to my bandies, right? It's in very simple acoustic guitar format, and I don't usually have much of an idea for what they should play. I want them to bring their own perspective and style to the song, right? So there was something really cool that happened, that last verse, right? I only knew this, that when we got to this kind of broken down verse, that I wanted Alex to just kind of be, okay, somebody just died behind us. You don't worry about that. That happens in Maine sometimes. People that live here have just learned over the years to stay quiet when they hear gunshots. That was not a fucking porcupine. I don't know who that was that shouted that out. But you are wrong, ma'am. You are wrong. Okay. So the verse is, I'm thinking on getting by. I'll give it another try. Because I can't find luck in a doorway when I sulk in back of the room. And I knew that I wanted to play less on the guitar. But I knew that I wanted Alex to dance on those drums and keep that feeling, right? So let's just start with Alex's part, okay? That last verse. 1, 2, 3, and. I'm thinking on getting by. So he's got this thing going, right? I'll give it another try. Okay, and then Poche was talking about his part, right? And do you notice how I changed keys? I'm thinking on getting by. Chords, not keys. I'll give it another try. So Poche had this idea. He wanted to stay on this one note that was droning throughout the verse, and it sounded really cool, and it made me start playing different things on the guitar. So will you do that now? Let's do the three of us now.
I charge less when it's just one note.
So it was not only sounded good, but it was saving me money, is the point. It was amazing. Okay, here. 1, 2, 3, and I'm thinking on getting by. Hear that? I'll give it another try. So cool, right? Like, I love that. It created a little tension. When I was on that second chord, there was still this note that was happening, and it was really nice sounding. And then, this didn't happen until just now when we were performing, okay? Alex was dancing, Poche was droning, I was hitting these two very simple chords, right? And then Karina came up with this melody line, this counter melody that went in between the vocal lines, right? And I didn't know that was gonna happen until we just played it. And that is like the joy for me of getting to play with incredible musicians, with incredible ears, because things happen. Like, I wrote a song years ago, 15 years ago, right? It was released in 2012. Brought it to the table today. We played it in the van. We played and messed around with it, and there are whole new dimensions happening to it that I never even envisioned, but they make the song work better. They make that art that I created a decade ago better. And it just happened right now in real time, and I love that. That's the best thing about being a musician. Yeah. Okay, so now listen to all the parts, right? 1, 2, 3, and I'm thinking on getting by. I'm giving another try. 'Cause I can't stumble into a good thing when a sulking bag of them roam. When they call, and then it all comes back to that chorus, right? We're all back in. I will be ready to give it a shot, 'cause I'm lucky to have what I've got. Yes, I'm lucky to have what I got. Yes, I'm lucky to have what I got. That was pretty cool, right? Anyways, if you're a musician, you play in a band, you have a moment like that, you get just one moment like that, right? Once a night, oh my God, once a week. We have moments like that all the time with the four of us, and it makes me feel so lucky to have what I got. Let's play Sacred Ground.
The commenters, or the gatherers,
Yeah.
are saying that it's hunting season for fish, and that there's water behind you.
They're shooting the fish with guns?
That's what the gatherers are concluding.
All right, you gatherers online, I want you to know that you are being laughed at, you are being ridiculed and mocked by the Mainers here.
I think it was like a boat backfiring, but that was a good guess.
Squirrel.
Animal control.
Animal control. Oh, is that what they call it up here?
Sorry, I had to share that one.
I don't know a lot about fishing, but I don't think that's how it works.
So speaking of those moments, right? We had a moment like this with this song actually at an earlier gathering where Alex changed the way that he was playing this song, and I'm very excited to be playing it again. I love his drum pattern on this. What do you call it again?
It's called tumbao.
A tumbao. Where's that from?
It's from Afro-Cuban music.
You didn't actually change. You were still talking as if you didn't have a microphone.
Oh yeah, it's called the tumbao. So basically, it's this.
All right.
That's the groove.
Choose me, but don't forsake me. Pick me up, but please don't break me. These they blow like ashes, and our lives they burn like flashes. They may never flow in mystify. I won't glow like a burnt Montana sky, but I will try. Stub my toe on a sandy beach. I see things out of reach. Sometimes I crawl and cram. Always will be where I am. And I moose throw through a cherry rhubarb pie. And I won't glow like a burnt Montana sky, but I will try. Built up on sacred ground. Here I go, here I go. Wanna build it up on sacred ground. Here I go, here I go. Sometimes wanna turn the station, yeah. It leads to my elation. Sometimes when I stay put, yeah, things turn out just as good. And I may never grow and catch your eye. And I won't glow like a burnt Montana sky, but I will try. We try. How we try, I will, I will, I will. That's Alex on the drums. Oh, we'll get there, girl. Somebody in the back of this field was shouting, "Raise up your glasses." And now, you may or may not know that, but we have been, that is the one song that we have played every single night on our gathering. We finish each gathering with it. So it is 7:36 right now. But if we played that song right now as you were requesting it, there would be a fucking riot online, and you don't want to be responsible for that. People would be like, the gathering's ending at 7:30. All right, we're gonna keep on now until we get to that song. We're gonna keep on playing songs from this album, Daniel the Brave. It's actually, the full title of the album is The Portentous Beginnings of Daniel the Brave, and this is a song called "Keeping On." Wind blows gusts of torrents past the vendors in the streets. Morning glistens softly off the hills and the cheeks. I can hear the rockets rhythm as my heart beats with the dawn. It's another day out rambling, yeah, I'll keep it on. And the colors burn like phoenix on the canvas of the times. Beauty and repulsion, hand in hand, a flipping dimes. The stenographer keeps busy, but he skips the subtle songs. You gotta listen like the haunted, yeah, I'm keeping on. And I'm walking with a purpose. Though I don't know where I'll go, I may hit the bullseye running. I may never even know. Yesterday may still just happen. As tomorrow starts again, they'll smile like I'm familiar, like they know just where I've been. And I am shaking hands with strangers, taste the colors on my tongues, like a sunrise on the mountain, like a brass band in my lungs. It exhausts me to euphoria, rings me like a gong, peaceful bliss and whirling everything, yeah, I'll be keeping on. Meanwhile, the righteous politicians, in the end, all had their price. They're now hold up with the preachers in the alley playing dice, and it all comes down like clockwork. The clock that plays along, it may lull the eager supplicants, but I'll be keeping on. And our brothers and our sisters, they march out over foreign lands, in the mountains and the oceans, in the jungles and the sands, and our hearts, they're marching with them. We want them homeward bound. We'll insist, then we'll shout, then we'll tear this whole place down. And if that ain't patriotic, grab a book and have a read. Dissension based upon morality's how this country came to be. We will raise a rebel ruckus, forces howl until they're gone. The patriotic faithful, yeah, we'll be keeping on. I won't judge you by the way you comb your hair, how you live or who you answer to in times of desperate prayer. If you're afraid to chat with sinners, I'll just shake your palm. I still love you, sister, brother. Yeah, but keeping on. Come on. Meanwhile, Jesus has a theme park, and our country is a brand owned by 50 men in China who have purchased all the land. We're selling arms for money, cause that's what we do the best. Get them made by Lockheed Martin, where the crowd will invest in our oil. It comes from lands that claim the West are crooked blights. Sometimes I'll sit down, soak it in. Gotta wonder if they're right. It's enough to make you dizzy. Play the fool or play the long, mom. while my dunce kept tall and mighty. Yeah, but keeping on. Come on. Pass upon a crying, my reserves are in the drain, but I'm scratching like a tomcat and I am tumbling like rain. Thinking about the answers when all I'll know before I'm gone is that I'm nothing without everyone. Yeah, but keeping on, come on. Meanwhile, the crime lords got their pardons, they're not on the prowl. The sprawling whirlwind marketplace sells voodoo candy now. Dandelion plagiarists, man, they pop up like disease, and the investment-hungry pirates are all doing as they please. And the yawning vestal virgins all have given up the dream, and the prosthetic prophet conmen will soon be coming clean. And the road to peace is just about as dark as it is long, with my canteen and my walking stick, I'll be keeping on. Yeah, I was standing up on the mountain, shouting, let the bastards come. Dirty and exhausted, chew defiance like it's gum. Cause those troubadours turn taps to a jubilation song. Shuffling past infinity, yeah, we'll be keeping on. Come on. Yeah, it's music that I'm talking about. The rhythms that I breathe, the shady deals in Tin Pan Alley, to the rustling of the trees, the gunshots, the raindrops, our sorrow, our pride. It stuffs me like a suitcase, it takes me for a ride. Our planet spits out hip-hop, our city hums in time. From a baby sleeping soundly to the restless feudal crimes. When I read the paper over bacon, when I'm shuffling through the throngs, I am humbled by its beauty, yeah, I'm keeping on. Highway is soothing, cause it knows the way back home, which is somewhere in the ether of our history's churning foam. We're shaky but instinctual, like legs of newborn fawn. Balance, man, that's overrated. Yeah, we'll be keeping on. The owl's looking over me, knows me like itself. All of my desires placed for later on the shelf. There's dirt beneath my fingernails, there's havoc in my yawn. I will love with crisp abandon, yeah, but keeping on. I'll be keeping on. Let's walk it out just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Cause it's like a sunrise on a mountain. It's like a brass band in my lungs. It can exhaust us all, the euphoria as it comes, as it comes. Don't you know we're talking about a revolution? 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 No, 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 no. Those gusty torrents past the vendors in the streets. You know, for those of you seeing us for the first time, for those of you online seeing this for the first time, that That is not a beginner Adam Ezra Group song. That is a whole lot of. You just dove right in deep with us right there with that song. All right, man. Is that my friend? Is that my same friend? I won't recognize the voice until I hear "Turn it up." That was it. Okay, yeah, that was him. But man, you know, that song was inspired by this belief that I have, right? That everything we experience, right? All the feelings we have, all of the people that we meet, that is the music. And these notes that we make on our instruments and with our voices, that's just channeling the stuff that's already happening, right? It's just reflecting it in vibrations. A string vibrates and it bounces around the inside of the wood of the guitar and it comes out and it makes sound. And it's reflecting the things that we are already experiencing, right? And that's what inspired that song.
And it's a great sound.
Thank you, man. Let's play House on the Mountain, sir.
As it's gotten colder over the last handful of weeks, it's gotten harder and harder for me to play the accordion because it literally doesn't fit on my body anymore with like 19 layers on.
She's like that kid in a Christmas movie that's got all the...
I can't put my arms down.
Will I wait for vindication for these working weary bones? Someday I can see it, mossy timber, ancient stone. In the midnight by the firelight, a little house on a mountainside. If you come to see me, better bring your four-wheel drive. I'll be snorting for the winter, canned soup and cornmeal to stay alive. In the midnight by the firelight, little house on a mountainside. In the midnight by the firelight, a little house on a mountainside. In this city of any day now, all our dreams can In the midnight, by the firelight, little house on a mountainside. In the midnight, by the firelight, a little house on a mountainside. Come on. In the midnight, by the firelight, a little house on a mountainside. In the midnight, by the firelight, a little house on a mountainside. It's funny, of the four of us up here, right? We play a lot of different songs. We play a lot of every single show we play is different. We push ourselves in a lot of different ways. So of course, all of us, all four of us, make mistakes. But I definitely make way more mistakes than everyone else in this band. Which is absolutely 100%. Like, if you are the lead guy in a band or songwriter, right? If you're good and if you're driven, you want to be the worst musician on the stage every night, because you want the musicians that you play with to push you to be a better musician all the time, right? But it's funny, on that song in particular, Alex and Poche and I, that first so every chorus, right? There's a in the midnight, by the firelight, little house on the mountainside, right? That's the chorus. It's a simple chorus, except for some reason or another, when we were arranging this song as a band, we decided to make it more complicated than it needed to be. And the first chorus goes like this: little house on a mountainside. It jumps, but all the other ones end like this: a little house on a mountainside. Could you hear the difference? Did you notice the difference? So literally, we kept messing it up, time and time again, okay? And this was one of these moments where it wasn't me that was doing it, right? Like, I kept remembering, and so the other day we decided, okay, we're gonna project this song, and we're gonna go over that first chorus a bunch of times, and we played it again and again, maybe 10 times. Little house on a mountainside. And we had it perfect. We had it perfect, man. And we played it that night, we got it perfect. And we just played it again, and I was the one that totally fucked it up. And I was the one. And so you may notice, and if some of you watch this later, or some of you gatherers watch this again, when we finish that first chorus, you'll have seen me look over at Poche, and he and I smiled together. Because when you're playing with friends and you all screw up all the time because you're all pushing each other, the mess-ups aren't a big deal. They're something to, like, give each other guff over, you know? All right. Well, you gatherers at home, thank you for hanging with us. We're going to play one more song with you. But for those of you here at the patio, do you feel like sticking around for a few more songs after we finish online? All right, who was the one that wanted raise up your glasses? I can't see shit, but I hear your voice. Cheers. It is nice to be with you all, and it's nice to be with you all. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our backs. May it always blow steady, never you wrong. May it turn when you're ready, carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. Maybe look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us, and all that we see is to our hearts in the air that we breathe. Here's to around in good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we have. For these moments pass lightly, they won't come again. May our lives all burn bright, right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you, yeah. Let us drink one to those who weren't with us. Here is to us, and all that we see is to our hearts in the air that we breathe. Here's to it out in good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow. Let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one as this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. For those of you out there watching right now, please, stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And we will see you again tomorrow night. Cheers. Cheers.